You are now listening to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast Season 3. Chew! Yes, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. At this time, I have a special guest. She have a podcast called CQP Moments. We got the coupon creeping in the building. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. Welcome to my show. I've been trying to get you on my show for like a while.
I know.
So I'm happy to finally have you on my show, and we're gonna start the interview.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, you already know. So we're gonna start with, where are you from?
I am from New York City, born and raised.
Yes, nice. New York in the building, y'all. You already know New York is here. So
yeah.
how do you describe yourself as a person?
Oh my gosh, I'm quirky. I will own it. I'm a domesticated, quirky person. That's the only way I can describe myself. I like doing laundry. I like cooking, but I have some of the quirkiest things. Like, one of the things that people always laugh at is I don't curse. But I make up weird expletives, like I will yell monkeys or something. And it's like, what is that? Why are you yelling monkeys? Like, because I'm mad. So yeah. I do have a lot of quirks.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with not cursing. We all shouldn't curse anyway. So that's good that you like to change your ways over that. So I've been curious for a while for this next question. How did you come up with the name the Coupon Queen Pen? I'm curious about that.
You know what? I get that all the time. Okay, so believe it or not, the Coupon Queen Pen is actually my second incarnation. What happened was, originally when I used to blog in the beginning, I was the Budget Ninja with a Y instead of an I. And believe it or not, I wasn't. This is why I always tell people, be consistent. I wasn't consistent. I wasn't diligent. And someone else actually had come along and they were blogging with the same name.
Oh, wow.
And they were actually doing it so well that they were making money with it.
Wow.
And I was like, what in the world? So at first, I was like heartbroken. I honestly was. I was heartbroken. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to bless them with the name. They can keep it if it's doing well for them. And I was like, but I really need to get back into this. And I was like, well, what would I call myself? And I remember one time I was sitting and I was talking to my brother's fiance, and I was saying, and we were talking about deals and stuff, and my brother's like, you know what? You're a regular Coupon Queen Pen. And I was like, what? And he's like, you have like this whole thing. You're like a queen pen. You're like doing all the deals and, making all these transactions. And I was like, you know what? That day I was like, you know what? That's it. That it just stuck.
Yes, and we're glad to have the Coupon Queen Pen. That's a dope. I'm not gonna lie. That's a dope name, though. That's a very unique name. I'm not even gonna lie about that.
Thank you.
So, what inspired you to get into podcasting?
Believe it or not, I always wanted to be a radio DJ. And it was like, one night I was just like, you know what? Because I used to listen to podcasts a while ago. And I had gotten out of it. And I was like, you know what? I wonder if podcasts are still a thing. Because I just couldn't see me saying, you know what? Hey, you know what? I want to DJ. I want to be a radio DJ. Can I DJ on your station? So I was like, you know what? I'll podcast. And it was just one of those things of, if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. And that's what I did. I was like, and actually the funny thing is, that is the first my first episode is called Jumping In because I literally just jumped into the episode. Like, I didn't even know what I was going to talk about.
Well, we're glad that you started. Now we're going to talk about CQP moments. So how did that came about?
Well, okay, I've always had a thing for saving money and couponing, and I guess my story kind of starts out like everybody else's when they see, you know, I watched Extreme Couponing, the show, and, you know, and I watched it and I was like, I was struck. But, and I'll be very honest, my first transaction did not go the way it was supposed to go. I spent like $100 to $200 over budget. I was just like so mad at myself. But I said, you know what? I have to learn. And that's what it was. And I said, if I need to learn these things, other people need to learn these things. And there are people out there that want to learn. And part of it is really taking the stigma out of couponing is hard or getting a deal is hard. So, yeah.
Okay, nice. And, you know, I tune into Coupon Queenpin all the time. I mean, CQP moments all the time. And, you know, I like the show. It's a good show. So tell everybody, where can they listen to it?
Well, you can find me just about anywhere you listen to podcasts. In fact, I just found out I'm on Podbean. I'm on Apple Podcasts or iTunes. I'm on iHeartRadio. Just about anywhere you can find Spotify, and of course Anchor. You know, so yeah. Okay,
nice. So, what is your goal for your podcast, and what message do you want to bring to your listeners?
I actually, believe it or not, I really enjoy bringing people information that they can use daily. So it's not just, and that's the thing is, if you're not into couponing, I may bring a chef on. I have brought on music artists. I have brought on football players. I mean, it's just about bringing things that people can use. Sometimes it's even just that feel-good story of, hey, you know what? You may be feeling down today, but you just need to keep going. And that's really what it is because I know, like I tell people, it's about life, it's about deals, and sometimes life gets in the way, and sometimes that's what it is that we all have to live. Like, it can't just all be about the fun of couponing and exhilaration of getting a deal, you know? But yeah, that's what I want people to know, that, you know, like, sometimes life does get in the way, and there are things out there that can help, whether it's talking to a friend, finding a therapist, you know, reading a good book. So yeah.
Okay, nice. And also, something interesting also that you do on your show, you also do shower and karaoke, you know, with one of your co-hosts, Angelica, which was recently on my show on episode 43.
Angelica is my co-host. She's awesome. I know. I did hear that episode. I love your show. I really love your show. I catch you all the time. I follow you on Instagram and on YouTube. Like, I think I'm secretly like your biggest fan.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So, but yeah, shower karaoke. Oh my gosh, that was something that we started on a whim. It was one of those things of, Angelica, I like I said, I'm a quirky person. I have this habit of, I will kind of cold call things, but I heard Angelica's show, which is a little bit of everything with me. And she was talking about 90 Day Fiance. And I love 90 Day Fiance. So I was complimenting her because I was like, oh my gosh, your recap is so amazing. And she messaged me back and she's like, do you want to do a recap? And I'm like, okay. And so we watched the episode and we talked about it and we did a recap. And then the next time she was like, well, if you want to come back next week. And I was like, you want me back next week? And she's like, yeah. And so we do 90 Day Fiancé on her show. And then we also found out that we love, believe it or not, I know it seems so roundabout and people are probably like, Coupon Queen Pin, get to the point. But it's so weird. So then we found out we like 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah, I like that show too, by the way.
What we did was we said, you know what, let's make it a collaborative effort. So we actually do a recap of that on both our shows. But as you know, that's season by season.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, okay, the season's coming to an end, but what do we do for Fridays? And it was like, and she had this like idea like, oh my gosh, do you watch music videos? And I was like, not really. And she's like, well, she's like, I don't either, but we can watch music videos and think of what we can do. And I was like, okay, I don't know how this is going to work. But then I was like, you know what? We can figure out if they're shower worthy or karaoke worthy. And then she's like, well, what would we call it? And we were running past all these names. And I was like, you know what? Let's just call it shower or karaoke. And the name was just like, it stuck. And we didn't think that this was going to go past maybe a couple of episodes until we started getting feedback. And then we had guests that were on each of our shows that were like, I listened to Shower Karaoke. Can I be on Shower Karaoke? It was like, what? You want to be on Shower Karaoke? Yeah. And it was like, okay. And then I had someone who was like, oh my gosh, Queen Pin, can I request a song on Shower Karaoke? It was like, you want to request a song? Yeah. So it took off from there. And believe it or not, we're getting ready to start season 2 shortly.
Nice. And oh yeah, by the way, I was on Shower Karaoke as well.
Yes, you were. We had a blast with you.
It was really fun. I was really nervous, by the way, too, but it was really fun. And you know, I do want to come back for season 2, so y'all already know.
Yeah, definitely. We want to come back for season 2. We had so much fun.
Yeah, we did. Maybe next time I sing a little next time.
Well, that's the cool thing about Shower Karaoke. You don't really have to sing. That's usually up to me and Angelica. So you don't have to sing.
True. I guess I'll suggestion it. All right. So also we are a part of a podcast community called the Co-op.
Yeah.
Like how did that come together? I always wondered, like, how did you and Jessica came up with that?
Okay, so what happened was Co-op wasn't the original name. We actually were part of we were part of really kind of a group chat. And what was happening was there were so many people in this group chat that things were getting lost. Like you would come back and you would find out that, you know, like you went to go do something or you had a meeting and you find out there are 148 messages that you missed. And it's like, what? Okay, where did somebody say that? And you're like scrolling up forever. And then somebody was like, well, if we just make a group that people can just look and it stops and, you know, you can figure it out. And the group was kind of born out of that. And then it was like, you know what, since this is not that chat anymore, we wanted to rename it. And Angelica and I are always of the mind, since it's not just, the group doesn't just belong to us two. There are many people in this group. We always put it to a vote. We always keep it, you know, we put it to a vote. And that was the name that was voted on, was the Co-op.
Yeah. You know, even though I voted for the podcast family, but I mean, I like the Co-op though. I like the Co-op now. The Co-op did definitely grow on me, you know. And it's a dope, you know, it's a dope community. If y'all a podcast though, you know, hit Angelica or keep our Queen Pin up, y'all could definitely join on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we were always looking for, and it's a community about helping each other. So in other words, it's just one of those things of, everyone has, and I think that's really what it's so cool about this community is everybody has something that they're good at.
Yeah.
So you just lend your particular set of skills to this group. And if you need some help with something that you're not as good at, someone else in there is more than likely going to be able to help you.
True. Yeah, like I said, it is an amazing community. You know, join in. You know, it is a good community, y'all.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. As you know, we are at the moment. We are in a pandemic.
Yes.
So how did the pandemic affect you as a whole, and also how did it affect your podcast show?
Oh my gosh! So, on a whole, my biggest thing was not being able to coupon as much. Which actually allowed me to see, you know, some things about myself. Like, in other words, it allowed me to kind of change up some ways that I did things. Like, for the fact that I actually did Amazon. I ordered Amazon Fresh for the first time ever. I've been on Amazon Prime for years, but I never ordered Amazon Fresh. So it was like I got to see different ways of how things worked, you know? Then for the podcast, I actually ended up having to switch a lot of things up because it couldn't just be, I mean, it couldn't just be about deals and stuff like that because the stores weren't open.
Yeah.
So I had to, I mean, there are a couple of like crazy story times. I mean, I've even told my couponing origin story. I have, you know, and in between that, I've had some really great guests. So it was really just learning how to change things up.
Okay. And also, I'm still looking for to be on your show as well. You know, I'm putting that out there right now. I'm still looking.
Well,
to be
you're
on
more than welcome. You are more than welcome. I tell everybody my show is Switzerland. You know, you're more than welcome.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that. If you could interview anybody for your podcast show, who would that be? Give me like your top 3.
Oh my gosh, my top 3. Wow. Okay, well, I would honestly have to say I wanted to do AOC, but she is not in the top 3 anymore. Let's see. I would have to say, believe it or not, if it would probably be Oprah. And let's see. I would have to say Oprah, Jimmy Carter, and it's hard to think of a third because it seems like every time I say I probably can't get somebody, I end up getting them. So actually, Justice Sonia Sotomayor.
Okay, nice. So, what is your dream venture? Something that you always want to do?
My dream adventure. I would have to say, believe it or not, my dream adventure, I've always wanted to open the stock market. I've always wanted to be the one to like ring the opening bell.
Nothing wrong with that. That's nice. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, that could definitely happen. Who knows? You know?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be one to like ring the opening bell.
Okay, nice. So, what other project you got going on?
Well, like I said, we have season 2 of Shower Karaoke coming up, and that'll be in the beginning of September. Then also we are believe it or not, we're finishing up season 4 of 13 Reasons Why, which is the final season, which I'm like sad to see that go.
Yeah.
But yeah. And we're just, the funny thing is we're kind of taking it as it goes. I'm really kind of taking it as it goes. It's one of those things of, I think one thing that I've honestly learned from COVID is to be resilient, to be a little bit more resilient. Because it's just like, you think, okay, I'm stuck in here and there's nothing to do. But I think I've learned all the things that I could possibly do going nowhere then like a little bit. So yeah.
Okay. So what do you have to say for anybody going the same route as you?
Honestly, I say take it one day at a time. Take it moment by moment. And the other thing I also say is don't limit yourself, because I will honestly say I spent a good amount of time putting limits on myself. And a lot, and I have to say this also is I thought the limits were coming from outside of me or other people, but it was me, myself. And a lot of times I'm learning we have to say, you know what, I'm taking full responsibility. I'm responsible for this. So yeah.
Okay, nice. All right, before we go, I'm gonna do like a little game called random topics, where I say a topic and you say something from the top of your head, whether it's short or long response.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with this first one. What your favorite Netflix series?
13 Reasons Why.
Okay, that was an easy one. All right. The definition of love.
Being vulnerable.
Okay. Your favorite video game, growing up or now?
Ooh, the Final Fantasy series, all of them from 1 through 13.
Okay, nice. Shout out to Cloud. Okay,
exactly.
All right. Our president.
Oh wow, can I pass on that one?
Yeah, we can pass. All right. Last but not least, motherhood.
Oh wow. Motherhood. It has been, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's awesome. It's like nothing else I have ever experienced. And I will be very honest, it's the first time I experienced love.
Nice, deep and nice. Well, keep on Queen fan. I just want to say thank you for coming on my show. Keep doing your thing with CQP Moments and the co-op. You're doing your things, and happy to have you. And I'm looking forward to coming on your show and showering karaoke. Because I had a good time the last time, so you are ready to come back. So you already know what to do. Drop your social media so everybody can reach you and listen to your shows.
Okay, well, you can find me on Instagram at couponqueenpin001, and you can find me on Twitter at couponqueenpin, and on Facebook you can check out the Coupon Queenpin Facebook page. And there you will find my podcast and all its amazing things. And also, like I said, you can check me out on all platforms.
Yes. Thank you once again for coming on the show. I had a good time with you on the show. It was really fun.
Yes, and you have to. Okay, so guys, I am calling your host. He said he wants to be on CQP Moments, so we're gonna make this happen.
Yeah, we definitely gonna make it happen. All right, thank you, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.